First up, a woman named Kamira Trent has become a hero for simply doing the right thing. BuzzFeed reported that a woman named Linda Dwyer allegedly harassed and shouted at two Hispanic women in a Colorado grocery store for speaking Spanish, telling them to, quote, speak English and be an American. Upon witnessing this encounter, Kamira decided to take action in a video that's been viewed almost 2 million times. She stepped in to confront Dwyer and defend the women. Take a look.
Harass people.
Hey,
get out of here now.
You know what?
Do not. I'm
care.
calling the cops.
You know what?
You leave these women alone. Get out.
You know
Go.
You come from a different generation.
No, I do not.
You're
I have
just a loser.
respect, and it
You
does
will
not
lose it.
matter. You
You
don't
will lose
harass
it.
people like this.
You will lose your country.
All right.
You know what? You will lose this.
No, you need to.
Wow. So mad. The Washington Post reported that following the confrontation, Kamira called the police and Dwyer was arrested and charged with 2 counts of bias-motivated harassment. I refuse to get emotional about this, but this makes me so mad.
Yeah.
You guys do not understand how upsetting this is because, first of all, moron, this country wasn't yours to begin with. Mexico actually ceded the United States in 1848, and a quarter of Colorado is actually Mexico. So, funny enough, if you do your history about the country you seem to be so proud about, maybe you would know that I actually got the facts. While Mexico was fighting Spain, white colonists came in and took their land. They were rolling up on them, and they did what they called manifest destiny. Google manifest destiny, where they pretty much thought they could kill everybody and take your land. Okay, so you need to do the research and become knowledgeable about your country before you start saying stupid things like this country will. What was she saying?
Well, what really stood out for me was she said,
country.
you're going to lose your country.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It wasn't your
Ma'am,
country
it
to
wasn't
begin
your
with.
country in the first
Yes.
place. And I know when I grew up, one of the things that my teacher taught me was that America is a beautiful melting pot.
Exactly.
Which
That's the
means
point.
that we should celebrate the many cultures and the nationalities. And I think as Americans, we need to get back to that mentality.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the beauty of our
Exactly.
country, people.
Yes.
Let's all learn from that.
And the worst part is she's acting like she's the victim.
Right?
Homegirl's in IOA buying Windex, minding her business. Like, why are you harassing her?
I just don't understand. That was the part that got me. These 2 women, they weren't bothering her.
No?
They didn't work at the store.
They didn't work at the store. They're just having a simple conversation. Now, I will say this. One of my first jobs as an engineer was a manufacturing supervisor. When we were on the line, there were a lot of people of different races, different cultures on the line. You know, we had everybody, and people were speaking in their languages.
Yeah.
You know, we had Koreans, we had Spanish, we had Germans.
Yeah.
Everybody was speaking a different language. Well, because of a safety issue, I had to enforce that just on the line, we all speak English, so that because of safety. But outside of that, during the lunchtime, everybody could speak whatever language they wanted to speak. This lady, I call her Language Linda, is out of control. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, come on, let people live, all right?
Yeah.
Let them live.
And the sense of entitlement was
Yes.
just ugly and nasty.
And what I love most about this video is it boils down to, if you live in America, if you are breathing on this planet, it is our moral duty to protect one another and to represent where you come from. And all in that one clip, that's exactly what she did. Ma'am, you protected, you served, and I salute you because you are an American.
Yeah,
And
and,
you know-
don't have to be Hispanic
Right.
to defend another Hispanic. And I'm sorry, if I see a
And she
Latino
wasn't.
doing something wrong, I'll check my own people too and be
Yeah.
like, listen, don't do that. That's not right. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right.
Point blank, period.
And I also want to point out that she did it in the right way.
Yes,
she did,
It didn't get into a fist fight. It didn't. She
No.
said, you know what, I'm going to call the police. You know, if you just see something wrong, call the police. Don't try to
Yes.
fist fight. Be safe about it because, you know, it's everybody not, you know, whatever.
You know it was good when the video was on BuzzFeed and not on World Star Hip Hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There is a difference. There was no physical
it didn't need to get
altercation.
crazy.
And again, like Lonnie said, if you call the police, hopefully justice will be served. And in this
and
case,
it was.
Yes.
Unless we barbecuing in the park.
Oh my God. So crazy.
Don't call on black people barbecuing in the park. All they doing is barbecuing.
Man.
This world is crazy. I love
sure
it, though.
is.
We asked on Facebook what you guys thought of the video, and here's what you had to say. Jessica Jenkins said, I'm so happy that there are good people who are not
Amen.
afraid to stand up for one another.
Yes.
Some people just need to be educated that America is a melting pot of different ethnicities, cultures, and languages.
Yeah.
Liz Martinez said, this is what we need to be doing more often, standing up for one another instead of putting each other down.
Yeah.
Kalita
Absolutely.
Sales said, thank you, lady, for standing up against racism.
And if you want to know what
Great.
she said, learn Spanish. That's
Yeah.
what you got to do. Learn Spanish.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
take
it's
that-
not
It's the second official language of this country,
You
actually.
take that in school too. And
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, the power of social media is really amazing. In fact, comedian Tiffany Haddish has decided to use it to find love. Tiffany says that she's ready to find love and has decided to dip into an unusual dating pool. Her fans. I'll let Tiffany explain. Check it out.
I'm tired of being single. So I want to start dating now. So check it out. I want you to put in the comments. What kind of date you would take me on, Tiffany Haddish. And whoever has the best and most exciting and interesting date, maybe I'll go out with you. I'll slide in your DMs.
Am I the only one here trying to do the eyebrows? Like,
She's so expressive.
Oh, I bet she
I
had
love
such
it.
a good night that night, drinking her glass of wine, swiping through her DMs. I bet she got so many responses.
Okay, now, fellas, though, before you run to Tiffany's IG, she does have a few disclaimers.
Okay.
She says you must be over 25.
Okay.
Or 20 if you have a good inheritance. Okay. You gotta have a career, and you can't be in jail or prison. Come on. Okay? So, ladies, do you think falling into someone's DM is a good way to fall in love nowadays?
I don't like that.
No?
No, not because it's different. It's different when you do it on Instagram. As a matter of fact, our friend Gianno,
Yes.
I'm trying to hook him up, so I just played around. I was like,
What's your friend Gianna like?
Well, he's young. He's 32.
Okay.
He works. He has a job. He's single. He's from Chicago. That's him. And so I said he's looking for a girlfriend because I'm in my 40s. I'm not going back. All right. So I said, ladies, hit him in the DM.
Yeah.
So I checked with him like a week later, and I was like, well, what happened? He said, man, I got hundreds.
what?
Whoa.
He still doesn't have a girlfriend, though.
But wait, what happened? What was the disconnect?
He just
Why didn't it work?
It was a lot of stuff that wasn't.
It was overwhelming
It was
for him?
overwhelming. It wasn't what he was looking for, and that's the reason why I think if Tiffany is really serious, I think you should really go on a serious dating site because with DMs, those could be fans.
No, but
it's
you don't
not
wanna
real
take out-
people,
you could get
all that
catfish.
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you
but
could get
it's true.
catfish.
You don't want to take out the fun of the DM, though. I remember on the show, I was joking with my fellas out there, and I said, yo, hit me up in the DMs, show
Yeah.
me what you got. I'm into some vegetables. Yo, I got eggplant, carrots, parsnips, cucumbers. No, my thing was like the next day it turned into a whole farmer's market. Like, I was like, wow.
Yeah, but I think she's serious. Serious.
But I
think,
did meet some people because at the end of the day, if you know me, I got a
Did you
little.
go on a date with someone from DM?
I definitely kept connected with a few of them.
Okay.
And
The eggplant worked.
And I love it because it shows me your sense of humor. And then once we get past the hard part, the stupid part, then what you got for me? Then what are you doing with your game? So I did go out on a date, and then you also meet. It's interesting because celebrities, like that world, the blue check mark lets you know what's up.
Oh, right.
And seeing their game
I heard.
outside of the safety of like being, in person.
You got blue check mark
Yes,
DMs?
she did.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Of course. Girl, it's a hungry world out there, and she's a full meal.
No, it's not questioning you. I just wouldn't think, like, even in this situation with Tiffany Haddish, I would think that she would be concerned with the idea that somebody wouldn't want to date her. I mean, obviously she's
for who
dope.
she truly
but
is.
again, like, you're still Tiffany Haddish. Like, somebody might get caught up in that hype.
Yeah, that's why I say the online for her is more, especially because she's like a huge
But hey,
star.
other people,
You don't
other
want people
huge
playing
stars
around.
could end up in her DMs as well.
Yes.
They ended up in Genie's, yeah.
It
it's
actually-
possible. I didn't know.
Here's the thing. There's people you don't always run into people you want to meet, right?
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to just easily meet. And after you start joking, then I listen to their game. Like, what is it about? Are they just playing in that eggplant world, or then do they start asking real questions? Do they really meet up in person? At the end of the day, though, it's very easy to pretend to be the man that you want to be on text. Show me your actions. After you text, let me see what
And
you
you
got.
were in control of that. The ball was in your court. And I
Yes.
think that's what I really like
Yes.
about this. Because Bumble is kind of like that.
Bumble is automatically like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like suggesting to her go
to
there.
Bumble. Yes.
Because also those men are serious about dating, you know.
Got it.
So that's, I mean,
True.
but
I
Well,
think
how
that's
serious were these guys about dating, Jeannie? Did you go on 1 date, 2 dates?
I went on 2 dates.
Okay.
With one of them that I really liked.
two
Okay.
dates and one.
Yeah.
Did he have a verified check? That
Girl,
guy?
the check and everything else was verified.
Okay.
Yes, it was good.
Okay.
But look, at the end of the day,
She's
I'm out
sweating.
there.
She's sweating.
I'm just having a good time. I like just being able to have fun with and have good conversation with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I like flirting, and I like that. So we're just gonna keep it to be continued. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
But no more farmers markets. It's an overstock.com now. I'm good.
This certified check, has it ever been a guest on this show?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God, I can't take it.
Is that
Somebody
common? Is
get
that
that
No,
list.
no,
It's
no.
not
Don't throw out
common?
names. I'm not doing names. No, we're not. No.
But he's been a
It's
guest
not
on this
common,
show.
though. It's not common.
No.
It's not.
No, guys. No, it's not. No, it's not common.
But he's been a guest
Are you
on this
sure?
show.
Are we really doing this right now?
The way I'm about to ask one of these producers to give me a list of every single man that's been on our show.
I'm gonna have to
think
go
I
through
know.
all the guest lists.
Can we talk about this during the break?
I think I know. But
to
I'm
the
not going to say
fans,
anything.
To the fans, write in on Facebook and let us
Who
know
you
who
think?
you think
Oh my God.
Tell me.
she went out with.
Who do you think it was?
Moving on to more serious
You are
topics.
sweating.
Before we
I
go,
know.
Girl,
I have something
I'm
important.
giving you my tissue.
Thank you. Okay, now listen, ladies, because
Okay.
before we go, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we want to announce our very special partnership with Ford Warriors in Pink to celebrate anyone affected by breast cancer and to shine a light on their courageous journey.
As tough as the fight against cancer is, knowing you're in it with supportive friends, families, and others can make a huge difference. So whether you're currently battling cancer, that's right, whether you're currently battling cancer, a survivor, or a loved one of someone that you know is, now is the time to share your story by going to thereal.com.
Yes, upload a photo along with your story for your chance to be featured in the Reel's Ford Warriors in Pink photo gallery, where we'll be highlighting your amazing stories all month long.
Not only has Ford dedicated over $136 million to supporting breast cancer community over 24 years.
That's amazing.
It's also been taking action to inspire, empower, and more.
That's right. You can also help support the cause by purchasing Ford Warriors in Pink apparel at FordCares.com. 100% of the net proceeds of the wear and gear goes towards 4 breast cancer charities.
Amazing.
That's incredible.
I'm so excited about this. Now, their designs are super inspiring, and they include cool things like T-shirts, water bottles, beanies, along with their annual women's scarf and hoodies. Proceeds from the collection go to fight the cause, and all of you can get 20% off with the code TheRealWIP. How awesome is that?
That's awesome. But because we love our audience and we know that they're full of amazing, courageous women and
Yes,
men,
they are.
everyone here is going home with their own Ford Warriors in Pink swag bags, which includes a bandana, scarf, brochure, and cinch bag. How awesome is that? Right?
Yeah, I love it.
think this is such a great cause. I'm so excited that we get to be a part of this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is such a great cause. I mean, so many people affected by breast cancer, and I love that through you guys, we get to continue sending those messages.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's very important. You know, we always look at October and we say, why do we just focus on breast cancer? Because it's such a debilitating disease that's hurting so many women. I also want to thank, because this past weekend, Sunday, I had teamed up with BET to do the breast cancer special. So many people tuned in. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Remember to get your mammograms. The self-checks is very important.
We
Yes,
are.
yes, yes.
Jeannie, I have to let you know, we're being flooded with who they think it is.
Uh-oh.
First guest is Bow Wow.
Oh, my Lord.
No,
I'm reading what the people
Come on,
are
just read the
saying.
name. I gotta look at her face. Keep the
Nick
camera.
Cannon. Nick Cannon.
No, I'm not answering
Nick
anything.
Cannon.
Guys,
Romeo.
No, we're not doing this.